Hey, welcome back to Secret House Against the World.
Secret House. We are against the world, but we are for underground hip hop.
You know, I've been like not really meaning to say against the world, but
Oh, yeah, because we're just Secret House against.
I
now.
guess so. Yeah. I mean, we're still against the world.
We're against you. We're against ourselves. Like, we're Secret House against.
Yeah, underground, independent, Tokyo-based conversations. I think I forgot how to talk. Let me see. I don't even know what album we're gonna do first.
We are going to do Milc and Televangel, the fish that saved Portland.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And look at these things of people that we support. There's a poster in the background. There's also a thing on the screen right now of people that we support. Shout out to our guy DJ L Spade. And yeah, Milc. The album is called The Fish That Saved Portland. 16 songs, 42 minutes. It dropped earlier this month, October 16th. We've been kind of like on a hiatus, mostly just chilling and shit.
Yeah, we've got shit on our plate. Like it's.
We were gonna record last Saturday, but instead we started drinking at like 6 o'clock. The last train home type of shit.
Just did alcoholism instead.
We did an alcoholism. But yeah, this album is actually from Milc and Televangel. This is, I think, their second full-length project that they did together. They had one called Neutral Milk Hotel, which is fucking kind of fire. A tight name. I'm not really too familiar with Milc. Where did we hear? We just heard Milc on what album? Well, Stacking Chips.
Stacking Chips, yeah.
Stacking Chips that was probably my first introduction to him, and we've reviewed a few Televangel projects before, including the AJ Suede joint that he did.
Metatron's Cube.
Did we do another album for his shit?
I don't think so. He's produced some stuff on some other stuff we like.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I fucking like this album. I like this album actually quite a bit. I'm always impressed by Televangel's production, but every time I listen to it, I'm just like, damn, this fool is really doing something. I don't want to say it's different, but I feel like he kind of takes that sample-based boom bap recipe and just fucking levels it up.
Yeah,
like in the same way that I said about like Blockhead and his approach and the sample selection, kind of the layering. He's fucking amazing on this album, and we've got some really competent, super dope raps from Milc.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this production. I mean, I was a fan as soon as I heard fucking like Metatron's Cube. Like I was sold like immediately as Televangel as a solo producer. And the beats on this one are also incredible, but it's something to how naturalistically he layers things. Like I can never tell when one sample ends and the next sample begins, or if they're from the same track, or if they've been pulled from different places. There's more to it than just like this is the same BPM, or this has been warped to the same BPM. This is the same key. And these fit together like so. Every now and then you hear something, you're like, oh, that's a loop, but then part of it will end and then like another part will come in, and it just sounds so naturalistic. It almost sounds like he's just performed these himself and then flipped it. Yeah,
I don't know how to call it with his beats, but clearly it's like, yo, fucking amazing.
And it's not quite the like Bomb Squad or more recently JPEG Mafia style chaos of like, here's a million different layers and samples, or, you know, even El Producto, of like, here's a bunch of different samples from different sources, and they're all coming at you at once, and it's kind of overwhelming, but in like a good way. It's just so organic.
Yeah, one of the reasons I think that a lot of it is sample driven is because of the variety of sound that he uses on this. Like, it comes from so many different parts. There's beats on this joint that remind me of like odd nose dom, like old odd nose dom, like sampling some like 1950s, you know, Americana type of shit. And there's also joints that are a little bit more towards the kind of chaotic, I don't want to call it tropey, but like sample flips, like vocal sample flips with like minimal drums type of thing. There's like cacophony of kind of sounds. Like this joint right here is fucking amazing. And it's kind of like, it's kind of like, at times, you know, somebody might say like, oh, the vocals get a little bit lost in the mix, but it's like, it's very much a thing that he's amazing. Yeah, I fucking I really, one of the things that I really like about this album, and I'm not exactly sure what the what the title means, The Fish That Saved Portland, but I imagine like what I get from it is like some real hashtag like real hip hop shit. I love an MC who likes to talk shit about the state of hip hop and the things that they're against that are happening within hip hop culture. That's been a big part of hip hop culture since the beginning of time, and I don't think that Milc comes across corny with that shit at all. In fact, I agree with him to a large degree about some of the things that he's saying. Like, I do have a large sense of kind of protectionism about shit, and I do have a kind of a spider sense that I apply to a lot of new music that comes out from artists, especially if they're popular or if they're following some of the bigger tropes in hip hop. And like the first line that he says on the album is like a line about like some pop punk shit, right? Like trying to turn hip hop into pop punk rock beats. Catch a people's elbow from the top bunk or something like that. Yeah. And it's just like, this album is just littered with a lot of shit like that. And
he's really, really good at saying dope shit. Like, a lot of the time, it's like the rhymes aren't especially like technical or like, whoa, like the way he fits these words together is so incredible, but he has this penchant for just saying something where you're like, you know what, that's so fucking sick. Yeah. There's a line on I can't remember which, I think it's on I want to say on MSG, where he says everything I do is ugly by design.
Word.
And it's like, that's so fucking sick. Just that such an evocative like lyric, and these kind of things are like all over the record.
Yeah, arm, leg, arm, head, but I'm Yakubian. Like, yeah, fucking, I rock with it, man. Like, there's just, for me, I don't think that this album is like I think it's a cohesive, solid joint with several great tracks. In fact, I like most of these songs on here. And I don't think that it's one of those albums like this is a perfect 10. No. But to me, this is like an extremely high quality hip hop project where the production, the emceeing, the concept tracks, the variety, the type of guest artists that they use to kind of make the album even doper. All of that shit comes together to make this just one of the more fun, dope, really high quality albums of the year. If there weren't so many great albums that are conceptual and executed in like ways that I feel are just like making them a notch above like a solid 8 album, this album would probably be on a top 10 for me. This is fucking great. Like, I stopped listening to it. We were supposed to record this like a week and a half ago or some shit like that, right? I stopped listening to it for a minute because I was just tired of music. But as soon as I put it on this morning, I was like, oh, I looked at on my screen and I could see all the little joints that I had the like sign next, right? And it's like the majority of the album. I was like, oh, this beat is dope. I forgot about this one. And there's just like YL is on this. Who else is on this? Fucking Fatboy Sharif,
AJ Swade's on there,
Nacho Picasso, Old Grape God, and Old Grape God was on that AJ Swade joint. Yeah. The Televangel, is it Televangel or Televangel? Televangel. Okay. But Televangel, he was on the second joint that they did. That starts with a V. I forget it. But he's got a song. It's called "Quit Right Now." It's one of my favorite songs of the year. He's on that. Fucking AJ Swade is on this. Sleep Sinatra is on this, and it's fucking dope. I just got beats playing in the background from the album, and it just like peep variety, man. Like the beats are and our shout out to our guy, fucking DJ L Spade. He likes to complain where things are not mixed very well. And this album is like very clean and fucking layered right. Like listen to this. And then listen to like something like this, right? This sounds like some Nose Dom shit, right? Yeah. But it's fucking great. Like, and the beats are so surprising. Like, oh, okay, this is a dope loop. It'll just go on for, several measures or whatever. And then, like, it'll flourish into something else. It's like, how did you sample that? Like, what did you do? Did you add, like, is that your own MIDI
playing his
on
own
this? Like,
instruments in?
Yeah. yeah, like I'm trying to wait until it gets to that kind of like a little crescendo. I don't know what you like. Fucking fire album. I fuck with Milc now. Yeah, I'm a fan of Milc, and I hope that he's doing all right there in Portland. Yeah, I've never been up to Portland.
No, likewise.
I hear it's like Atlanta for white people.
I got a couple friends living out there right now, and like they fucking hate it. But
yeah,
I mean they're a little more invested in cultural bullshit than I am. So
word.
Maybe that's why.
Fucking yeah, so much of this is dope. Like, if I could just go through, like, shout out to fucking Fatboy Sharif. We've got a review from him coming in a few days.
Yeah, we can't talk about that just yet.
We're not going to tell you what it is, but we'll have that review for you in about a week or so. Yeah, no, like on a like if I could just go through a couple of the tracks to talk about some of the things here, right? On the second track, the whole 30, there's a media sample from. Like I recognize it immediately. It's like from this, you know, those auditors, right? Like in America, we've got like First Amendment auditors that'll go and they'll try to create interactions with the police to make sure the police are all on their fucking point, right? And so this video is like, it's like this dude, he's like recorded in front of like a sheriff's office or some shit, and then dude comes out and he flips it on the cop and he's just like, what are you doing? Like, were you drinking today? And that's the whole like this whole little interaction is fucking hilarious. The video though.
Yeah, dude, shut the hell up. Get out of here now.
He's fucking talking to this detective like,
hey, you better get your boy. Get your butt back in your office and do your job. Yeah. You get your butt back in your office and do your job.
It's like some really dope shit. It's like, man, like we too black for that. Like there ain't no way we fucking doing that shit. But old boy was just like, yeah, what are you? He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, what are you doing here? Where were you at today? Can you tell me? He said, would you submit to a breathalyzer right now? This is a fucking random dude just asking a police officer and shit. Yeah, but
I've never felt so simultaneously safe and in immediate danger than when I've been stopped by a cop while with a white friend.
Oh, yeah.
When he starts mouthing off to the cop and I'm just like, I just see them looking over at me. I'm like,
yeah. Bro, when I was in San Jose, like the cops came and broke up our fucking, we were having a house party. It was like fucking 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Like they came and broke up the house party, and my nephew was there and he was like 18 at the time and shit. And we're with him, and all the white dudes were like, you can't fucking go into the house. It's fucking illegal. You're violating our rights. And my nephew was like, yo, they got fucking guns, bro. Like, this is fucking bad. And me and my nephew was like, yeah, we fucking out of here. Cause I don't know. I was like 22, 24 at the time or some shit. But yeah, it's like, yeah, all those fucking, shout out to all the trill white boys in San Jose. I was kicking with the skaters a lot.
But, one time in Japan, and I don't feel like I'm in any particular danger with like Japanese cops, but like we got stopped outside of Takadano Baba Station, and they're like, we want to see your IDs. And I just pull my ID straight. I'm like, yep, those are like, as soon as the cop's like, excuse me, I'm like, here, take it. My visa's valid. You can't do anything to me. Just take
fucking fight with the cops.
And then my friend's just like, why? Why?
Yeah, that's what I be doing.
I'm like, oh shit.
I don't like it with the cops out here, but yeah, to move on, like Aqua 8s, which is like clearly about, you know, Jordan 8s and shit. He's like ugly but beautiful, like Aqua 8s. He's just
segues nicely into plus size model.
Yeah, that's really dope. And he says shit like, you know, if they in 30s and they listening to Uzi Vert, you know, that type of shit is whack, and I like that. Then plus size model kind of reminds me of like some flamingoses, yeah, like 80s, like chill wave type of shit.
Yeah.
It's got the first the Fat Boys breakup shit from the movie Boomerang, and also it's like a Jay-Z line shit too. MSG is great. Madison Square Garden. Old Head, Matt asking where the drums are. You know what I mean? Like, right. I like this. Pain and Leather with YL's dope. Nacho Picasso, he's so dope. Shout out to San Francisco More Gang. He's he was on some tracks with Blue Sky, Black Death, which is probably the connection with, you know, Televangel.
Yeah.
But and he's fucking ill on that. He says, I be where I be, and I'm at where I'm at. One fun fact, Vin Diesel is half black. He only went bald just to cover up the naps. Like, yo, shout out to, one fun fact, Vin Diesel is half black. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is.
Word?
He is.
I know he used to break and shit, but it's one of those things like I be forgetting that The Rock is black.
Well,
You
that's
know
it.
what
It's
I
the
mean?
two of them,
Yeah.
right? Where it's
Yeah.
like two like biracial guys, where it's like I can't tell if you're like intentionally downplaying this for your own fame and success, or if it's not all that relevant.
I'm not
but
gonna
yeah.
lie, I kind of feel a way about The Rock doing that shit. Like when old boy, they had a brother who became like the wrestling champ or whatever. He's like the first black fucking WWE wrestling champ, and I was like, yo, what about The Rock? And then I was like, damn, that's fucking messed up that The Rock wasn't like, yo, I'm black. He was just like, I'm fucking The Rock. Yeah, whatever though. Fucking Rock. Anyways, on Baby Bash, he says, honestly, I never listened to High Tech or Quali. I'm just like, I love a motherfucker to talk shit about hip hop. Like, yeah, you don't
Shouts
got
out to Baby Bash.
Yeah.
That was not an artist I've thought about in a very,
True
very
that.
long time.
Yeah.
Like a cyclone.
Yeah, and then Capadonna, you know, he's got lines on there where I think Capadonna is kind of talking about like, you know, Capadonna's the poppy wardrobe king, like real fashion shit, and kind of on the same type of shit that, you know, like West Side Gun be on to a large degree, lying in your raps trying to be Capadonna, and you know they compare me with white rappers in half the comments. Can't be a conscious rapper. I don't have a conscience. Stuck on obscurity, but still acting pompous. You know, I like that. I like a lot of this shit. This got some joints on it, man. This definitely have a song or two that will probably hit on my like top 20 songs of the year that
I feel that.
just repeat type of shit.
This one's a very, very easy one to just go back to. Like, this is one you can just have on. If I, you know, we use this analogy a lot, but if I heard this in a coffee shop, I would probably get up and go and ask the staff about it.
Yeah, word. I mean, these are the type of joints that like, if I start DJing again, it's like, yeah, people gonna have to deal with Milc. We're gonna hear some of these fucking live on his speakers
Sure.
here in Tokyo. So yeah, shout out to a fucking fire project. Like this one shit sounds like Noname too. Am I the only one on that? Like, did
Yeah,
you,
no,
did
I
you
see
think
it.
they're
I
like,
see
oh,
it.
yeah.
It's the kind of psychedelic-y,
Yeah.
like,
Gilbert Arenas, this not for the squeamish. Diddy with the remix. Take that. Capping like the spray up mine. Only needed 4.5, but they weighed up 9. Fuck all the rest. Who can straight up rhyme?
Yeah, this is Secret House, I guess.
top 3 tracks on the album.
Oh yeah, I got that. My top 3 tracks on the album are going to be Aqua 8s. Aqua 8s is one of them. I will say also the joint with YL, Pain and Leather, Fried Bologna,
That was, yeah.
Fried Bologna. Yeah, probably that. And Glory. I love this Glory track. Yeah.
Maybe I might even go with The Fish, title track, first track on
Okay.
the album. Fried Bologna, and maybe Baby Bash.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got most of all these liked. Fuck with it.
Lot of fire on this record.
Yeah.
Some top tier hip hop for sure. Secret House.
Shout out to all the patrons. I feel like we just I don't know how happy I am with the way that I came in on this review. I feel kind of like I'm not able to talk today, and we kind of came in weird. But you know, like it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's all good.
That fly over states, they eating fried bologna.
Bear with us while we get back into the
Yeah,
routine.
we'll figure it out. Shit's been tough over here for us, man. Send some love.
She want me to buy a coca. She bipolar. She want control of my emotions. Tell my heart slowing. My biceps bulging.
Fucking beat is fire.
Apply focus. You go true.